Jesus built a clear case for why he is exempt from the tax. Yet, he instructed Peter, so we may not cause offense, go to the lake, throw out your line, catch a fish. So Jesus has every right not to pay the tax. Yet in his security in the Father's house, it frees him to do so for the sake of others, that they may not be offended. So notice Jesus doesn't leverage his freedom at the expense of others, but is secure enough to restrict himself, to inconvenience himself. Jesus has no problem laying aside his privilege for the sake of accommodating himself to others. And in so doing, Jesus shows us a new facet of freedom as children of God. We are free to look beyond ourselves and serve others. When our identity is secure, we are freed from our preoccupation with ourselves and the bondage of self-centeredness. And that is a type of bondage. And we're so free, so much so that we're able to look to the interests now of others. We're able to lay aside our rights instead of just trying to defend them. A deep-seated belief that God is king, that you are his child, and that everywhere you go, you are safely within his presence, and his love frees you up to no longer look after yourself first and foremost. And have you noticed how it's the most insecure people who are the most self-consumed, who can't be inconvenienced, who won't budge on an opinion or a preference? You know, I wonder how much of our widespread obsession with freedom and rights in the States is a direct result of having no idea who we are. And if we have no idea who we are, we have to frantically scramble to protect our freedoms, because if we can't do whatever we want, then who are we? And who's gonna look out for us? You know, we value freedom in such a way as to treat it as a license to do whatever we want. And so we expect Jesus to explain why we're free and then say, and that's why we're not paying the taxes. And yet, he gives that freedom away, making himself subject to another. He's secure. He's rooted. He's able to give. You know, my therapist has said to me, if you're going to give yourself away to others, you have to have a self to give. You know, Jesus has this solid self, rooted in his identity that God was his Father and that he is his Son. And that enabled him to give himself away, even to his enemies.